Hey everyone, it's Jenny. I'm back with I don't know what this is. It's a goal share, I guess. So I was over the New Year's holiday, I've been watching a lot of YouTube and catching up on what everybody else is doing because I was busy. It's my husband's birthday on New Year's Eve, and also we hosted the New Year's celebration this year, which was only like five of us. But so if you saw my Instagram, you're probably laughing because we cooked a boatload of food and we hardly had anybody here. But I think we just normally cook that much, and normally we have a lot more people, so now we just have like tons of leftovers. But anyway, the good thing is I don't have to cook now. And so I just wanted to share with you what I ended up doing. So I was watching Rachel, who is Scrappy Happy. I think that's her YouTube channel and Instagram. But her and Christian kind of, I guess her, Christian, and Pia kind of formed the whole PHA thing. And so they plan like challenges and stuff like that. And so anyway, Rachel had come up with, I think it's called the PHA Big Crafty Tag Goals 2021. I haven't written down. I'm sorry, I'm so junk, but I'll put the hashtag in my description bar. But anyway, I just wanted to share with you because I thought it was a really good idea. I have been watching Christian go through her goals all of last year. I think hers was with Amalia, and it's kind of neat because it shows what your goals were at the beginning of the year, and you kind of track your progress throughout the year, and then you can change your goals as you've achieved them and then modify them or whatever. So I think that that's a great way to kind of keep you focused and accountable for what goals that you set. Because a lot of times we make these New Year's resolutions and we don't follow through with it. So I'm not a really big resolution fan because I don't know, it's usually like weight loss and stuff like that or whatever. But what I like to do is just have these goals, and I think that that's more effective for me. And it helps to remind me like what I want to get accomplished, because a lot of times I'll see like, 5 million different tutorials or projects that I see that I want to do, and then I don't end up doing it, or I forget about it because I get distracted with something else. So I just want to kind of remember the things that I want to make, and hopefully eventually get to it. So in my last haul, I did share with you that I found this Ray Dunn planner, and I wasn't sure what I was going to do with it, and I think I figured out what I want to do. So I did decorate it a little with some of my leftover die cuts from when I was playing with my silhouette, and I did make a dangle just now, just so that it looks more fun. But I did add on like some of my favorite ones, like this one looks like my dog Kiko. I did have some Hello Kitty on here, and then Marissa just gave me this resin piece, and these are just some of the other beads I had already kind of like bead wired. So anyway, so I made that, and then I think what I want to do with this, because I have a regular planner for work, and I'm the type where it's hard for me to have like two planners. Like I just need one, and it's not pretty or anything, it's just more functional. Like if I can see like a month at a glance, I usually rip out all the weekly pages, because it's just in the way for me like to find my month schedule. But I'm kind of like big picture, so I like to see things at a glance, and it serves as a reminder like what's coming up the next week and everything. So I thought was gonna do that with this calendar, but I ended up not doing that. I ended up leaving all the weekly pages in, and it's because I have a plan. So I think, is it Heidi Swap? I think it's Heidi Swap who does like memory planners, and I don't really know too much about it, but I think that's what I want to do this year. I've been thinking a lot about, preserving memories, and I think what Gina had mentioned about something her mom like answered some questions or wrote something down, and she cherishes that a lot. And my mom is getting older, and I don't, of course, I don't want anything to happen to her, but I want to be able to remember a lot of things from her. And there was a lot of things that my husband's grandmother, I wish I asked her more when she was alive. Like, she was a really good baker, and I wish I got more of her recipes and, just things like that. So, I'm trying to figure out what it is that I want to preserve. But I think I also want to preserve things for my daughter. I think she doesn't realize it yet, but I think maybe later on, who knows, maybe she'll want to watch my YouTube videos. She doesn't watch it now, but maybe that will be something that will help her during a rough time or whatever. So anyway, that's kind of where I'm headed, and I'm not really, like, my career is kind of set now. I'm pretty happy in my job. I'm pretty happy where I am, and so I want to spend more time doing the things that I like. Anyway, so this is the cover of the planner, which I did alter, and then I started off by adding on, I'm not going to show you everything, but I do have like what my current likes are and just some things that I'm interested in right now, what shows I'm watching, things I want to get accomplished, some things that I just showed it to you. And then I'm going to document what I have in December 21. So that's what I'm going to start off with. But then what I'm going to do is add in just the real crafty goals from the tag. So I I made a tag. I don't know that I'm really happy with it, but I wanted to get it done before the weekend is over, and so I just kind of made it myself. Like, I don't really have a template. I tried to use the tag punch board that I have, but it's too big for that, so it didn't really work out. But whatever, I figure it's just for me. It's not really like to give to anybody else. But this is what I came up with, and I do plan on adhering it down here. And the reason why I want to do that is so it's always in my planner, but also that I can put other notes here in case this is not big enough for me. But what I do like is when I think Christian was like filling them in or like checking them off and stuff. And I think that that's also a good way visually to see like how you progress. So, this is what it's called. PHA Big Tag Crafty Goals 2021. And so I have the 2021 I cut out from my KS Crafts. It's the advent calendar die, but it makes it so much easier to write. To what is it called? Die cut your numbers, because it's the whole month, right? And then I wrote my crafty goals. So that's my reminder to myself that this is the goals that I want to achieve in my crafting life. These are just some leftover flowers that I had punched, so I just added that to the card. I was gonna put a doodlebug image here, but I think I might just add it somewhere over here after I adhere it down. Okay, so the first goal is to use one die or cut file that has that have not been used before every month. So I have 12 hearts here, and I hope that I can achieve that because I have a lot of dies and I don't always use them. So I over the last few swaps that I've been doing, I've been trying to do more like kits, or I just want to use things that I've never used before, and it kind of forced me to do it. And I was glad I did it because now I know like how big those dies are when you put it together, or what I can use it for and so forth. So I think that's definitely one of my goals, is that I want to make use of the things that I have already purchased. Doesn't mean I'm not on a no spend by any means, because Lord knows I cannot not spend. But I just think that I should use my stuff more. And if I end up meeting some of these other goals, then I may add on like stamps, because I have a lot of stamp sets. I kind of stopped buying a lot of stamp sets because I don't use them as much as before, but I think that might be something that I want to add on later if I achieve some of these other things. Okay, so the next one is number 2 is I want to enter at least 4 challenges. And I think I don't necessarily want to enter it so that I can win something, but it's more to show support for other crafters out there. So they're spending the time to do a challenge, and sometimes you don't even have to mail it in. So it's not hard, but you're just showing your support for these other individuals. And you get to know them a little bit better. They get to know you a little bit better. And as I'm getting older, and I found that I'm mellowing out in my older age, and I'm valuing relationships a lot more than I used to. And so I think you're not gonna get anything out of it unless you put something into it. So that's I've this is my effort into trying to get to know more of you out there in the community. I don't know that I'll ever host my own challenge because I don't know that I have enough energy to do that. But you never know. I might have a giveaway every once in a while or whatever. I don't know that I have, like I said, the enough energy, but I do want to participate in other people's challenges. So that's what that's for. And so I left room by each heart so that I can write down like what challenge it was that I did or whose challenge it was so that I can kind of remember. Because my memory is going too, you guys. Okay. My next one is number 3, Christmas in July. And I really liked that I had done a lot of Christmas in July prep work ahead of time. And these are some things that I didn't, I mean, I did gift bags, but I didn't, and I used them all, but I don't, I hardly did any tags or cards. And although I didn't give out a lot of cards, it was always good to have some Christmas cards on hand. I have other cards, but when you're sending out like Christmas Happy Mail, it's always nice to have it more Christmassy themed. So I do want to make a few cards then at least so that I don't have to like scramble at the last minute and I'll have them already made. So that was a big help to me this year. And I'm thinking if I do, I'll get to number 5 where I have craft fair prep. But if I end up doing a craft fair again, it's gonna be really important that I have this Christmas and July stuff done ahead of time because I can either use it for my craft fair or I can, once I'm done with my craft fair, then I have stuff all ready to go. So I did kind of add on the things that I want to make sure I get done, like tags, cards, and gift bags. But if I have more time for Christmas in July, then I might do like some decor projects. I did one this year, and it was that Santa with the ho ho ho. But I want to do more, so I'm hoping that I'll have more time because I already have some leftovers from last Christmas in July. So, but I do have new collections, so I might end up still making other stuff. Okay, and then swap with someone new. So I have 4 hearts here. I don't know why I put the flower there because now I can't write their name. But I do want, again, like I said, I want to try and meet new people out in the crafting community. So that would be one way that I can do it. And if I do like a one-on-one swap, it's a lot easier for me to focus on that person and find out like what they like. And I really put a lot of thought into like what I make, and I try to make things that I think they'll enjoy, and I try to use like the colors they like and what kind of style they like, and I try to find people who like the same style as me. But overall, I'm hoping to get to know a few of you a little bit more. I don't want to overwhelm myself. That's why I only put 4. Because I still plan on swapping with like Christian and Marissa again sometime during the year. But I don't want to overwhelm myself and like put all this pressure that I got to do like, every other month or every month or something like that. So I just added 4. And that would be with new people that I've never swapped with before. So again, I'm hoping to try and make more friends. A lot of my friends here don't swap or they don't craft anymore. I mean, some of them still do, but the extent of their projects is like cards. So I mean, cards are nice, but it's fun to swap other things. So I'm trying to expand on people that I know and hopefully find others that have similar styles from as me. Okay, and then the last one I have on here, and it's not my only crafty goal, but it's one of the last ones that I want to put on my tag is craft fair prep, because if I can prep my craft fair stuff like maybe earlier in the year, like in the spring, at least have things pre-cut and like kind of ready to be assembled, then it makes things a lot easier for me later on when it's actually like craft fair time, like October, November. So I always make calendars every year. I think I've shared with you some of my shaker calendars and some of the other ones that I've made. But I'm not sure if I'm even going to participate in a craft fair this year. That's why I have a slash and I have other crafts. So this is if I do participate in a craft fair. I probably will add in something else here. I don't know what else I'm gonna be making, but depends on what I get into. But I want to do a few things at least, ahead of time. And I mostly do stationary items because I do paper crafts. But because of COVID and everything, we decided not to do craft fair this year. So that may very well be what happens next year as well. So, or this 2021. So I don't want to do too much on the craft fair side if I'm not going to really participate in one. I don't know if you understand that. But anyway, so in the event I don't do a craft fair, then my plan is to try out other crafts. And it's not that I've never done these things before, because I have, but I haven't done it in a while. And I just kind of felt like not bored, but just like sometimes get frustrated or whatever. So I stopped doing it, and I always go back to paper crafts. So paper crafts is kind of like what I always have been into, but some of these other things have started to interest me. I was never interested in crochet ever before, but now I'm starting to get more interested in it, and I think I like the 3D kind of stuff, or like I made that coffee cozy, the Hello Kitty one. So things like that interest me. I like the amigurumi stuff, but I'm not into like some of the other regular crochet stuff. So it would have to be like a project that I'm really interested in. So I'm not sure how much crochet I'll actually be doing, but I thought I would just put it on here just to remind myself. The next one is resin. So I do have a lot of resin supplies. I mostly do UV resin because I have a UV lamp, and I find that it's a lot faster to work with the UV resin than it is to work with like the regular casting resin. I've never actually used casting resin before. And I kind of want to try doing that. So I have a couple kits that I might play around with, but I get frustrated with all the bubbles and that kind of stuff. So if I get too frustrated, then I might just stop. I think I have a shaker die, like to make a shaker one. I don't know. That looks like pretty intense for me, so I don't know if I'll ever get to that point. But I do want to make some for like just to give away to other people, like in Happy Mail, or I can use them to make charms and stuff like that. So I do think that I might, if I can do better on my resin, then I may make some like even for my craft fair. So we'll see how that goes. No promises. And then the last one is to do some sewing. Not really like fabric sewing, like clothes and that kind of stuff. I'm actually looking forward to trying to use the sewing machine that my friend Cami gave me. Cami, haven't used it yet, but I want to use it on paper projects. So I know that it really makes a difference when you watch other people's projects and they have the sewing all over it, and I think that I'm ready to like finally do it. So my daughter actually used the sewing machine because she had to make masks, but she said it works fine. So I just haven't tested it on paper yet. So I need to kind of do that. In addition to all of this stuff, I still want to work more on my silhouette and learn how to use that better. I also got a Canon selfie for Christmas, and I want to get back into scrapbooking. I've seen a lot of cool mini albums recently, and it blows my mind, and I want to make them. And so I bought a lot of 100-pound cardstock recently so that I can make mini albums, but also so I can make more 3D projects. And I know the mini albums, I can definitely give them away as Christmas gifts. So I'm kind of looking forward to doing that. And like I said, just documenting more of what's going on. And so, just a couple final thoughts here. So 2020, I know everybody thought it sucked, but you know, aside from not being able to travel, which is not like I don't enjoy that. Like it's hard for me to stay on this island for that long. But aside from all of that, like our family has been very fortunate. Nobody really got sick. We think we might have had COVID before it was like COVID, like maybe last January. But nothing was like serious or fatal. And my husband and I both have our jobs. My daughter's homeschooling has been going good. Like, she's really lucky that her school and her teachers care a lot about making sure the kids are getting a good education. And so I'm not too worried about that. We might have furloughs, but I think we'll still be okay. And so I'm very grateful for what we do have. The only junk thing is that I can't visit my mom and check on her as much. But if I need to, at least I can now, because you can go get that pre-test. And so I just wanted to reflect on that. Like, I think it's good to reflect back every year on, you know, what's happened, and not focus on the bad stuff, because you can always be a victim. But if you can learn from things and appreciate what you do have, it helps. So the other great thing that I think happened is that I got to meet a lot of you, all of you folks out in the crafty community that I would have never gotten to meet. A lot of it was through lives or through Instagram or, you know, just YouTube. And I think that it's pretty great for me to meet people, because there's not a lot of people in Hawaii that I know of that are crafting on a regular basis and, you know, do all these awesome projects. So I do appreciate all of you, and I can't believe how much my channel has grown throughout the pandemic, but I'm so glad to be crafting again. And I'm looking forward to what's going to happen in 2021. I plan to keep crafting, so I hope that all of you will continue to also craft and inspire me, so that I can meet all of my goals, right? So anyway, I hope, sorry, that was a long rant, but I hope you guys have a great 2021 January. We're gonna kill it this year, you guys, so I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.